Hello, I am Naturally Melee and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk to you about my cheesecake secrets. I would like to start by showing you guys how I make my graham cracker crust, which is the most challenging part of making a cheesecake in my opinion. Many people eliminate the step just because it's tedious and time consuming. You've heard of the no-bake cheesecake. I start with one package of crackers and I choose the honey flavor. You just don't want to add much flavor to the graham crackers because I have other spices that I use. I put the whole package in my Ninja and grind them down. I use the grind and the pulse function of the Ninja for this. I always end up using the second package because you need to build the crust up on the sides. You will see me shake it several times because I'm trying to get all of the chunks down to the blades. It's important that you don't leave any chunk from your crust because you're going to have to break them up later. Once you have them all to the consistency that you like, you'll add 1 stick of butter. Melted, of course. Add 1/4 cup of sugar to the mixture. The reason that you will add a whole stick of butter is because you're using 2 packages of crackers. Normally just 5 tablespoons of butter to 1 package of graham crackers. We will add a bit more sugar later. At this point, I will add a tablespoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon of nutmeg, and a tablespoon of cumin. I decided to add 2 more tablespoons of sugar at this point just because we have so many graham crackers. One tablespoon of lemon juice. Continue to mix and stir until you get the consistency of the crumbs. The spring-form pan is already buttered at the bottom. I don't want my graham cracker crust to stick after we spent so much time on it. It's a 9-inch spring-form pan and you want to add your mixture of graham crackers, butter, and spices to it. Also remember to butter the sides of the pan as well. I start with the bottom part of my glass measuring cup because it has a little bit of weight to it and allows me to spread the graham crackers very evenly all over the bottom of the pan. This part can be very tedious because I want it to be very even and I want it to come up the sides of the pan as well. You'll see me feel this with my fingers to make sure that I'm building up the sides of the pan, but also very important that I don't have any light spots and that everything on the bottom of the pan is very even. If I find that it isn't, I will add more graham crackers to that section and continue to spread. When completely satisfied, bake at 350 degrees for 8 minutes. This allows the graham crackers and all the ingredients to set and stick together. At this point, I will take aluminum foil and put it around the bottom of the pan. This is to make sure that no water gets in. And we'll discuss the water in a few minutes. Now, onto the fun part. Use 4 bricks of Philadelphia cream cheese, and there's nothing healthy about a cheesecake, so this is full fat. Don't use the lighter version of the Philadelphia cream cheese because I just feel like you're not going to get the deep flavoring that people love when they bite into cheesecake. Mix well. Add 1 cup of sugar slowly into the mixture. You can clean the sides as you go. Look at that thick and yummy batter. Looks great. 8 ounces of sour cream. And remember, this is also not the lighter version. Use 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Mix well. I love lemon, and I love how the fresh lemon tastes in the cheesecake. So I actually add some of the pulp here as well as lemon zest. Not very much of the pulp. I'll say a teaspoon or less. I can remember as a little girl when my mother made cheesecake and the first time I tasted it, I loved it so much. The taste of the lemon was so strong in my mind. I imagined I was eating the pulp of the lemon. I believe this is where my love of lemon came from. I loved lemon since I was a little girl and I still love them. It's my favorite flavor to this day. You might be the lucky one to just get a taste of that pulp in your piece. Add 3 eggs, 1 at a time. Mix after each egg. And I'm telling you to mix, but I don't want you to mix too much just because you don't want your batter to be too soft. You want it to have a stiffness to it. Mix just enough to incorporate all of the ingredients together. No more than 2 minutes total. Add the batter to the pan. Now shake. Shake just enough to let everything settle because you don't want bumps on the top of your cheesecake. Also, if there are any air bumps, now is the time to remove them. And there's my roasting pan. I start with 60 minutes on 350 degrees. The water is added to the bottom of the roasting pan, and the cheesecake sits in the water. It's in there so it's easier for me to put the roasting pan in the oven. So I start with boiling water, put the roasting pan in the oven, put the cheesecake inside the roasting pan, and then add water a little bit at a time so that you don't get any water in your cheesecake. And be careful here because you're not only dealing with the oven that has been preheating, but you're also dealing with boiling water. So please be very careful. And this is how it should look.